Efuru by Flora Nwapa, Chapter 17. Difu, welcome. Adishemeya, welcome. When did you return? Efuru asked. I returned last month, but did not want to come home straight away. You look so haggard. What is the matter? Are you not well? You used to be so cheerful. Is everything all right? Efuru wiped her tears with her bare hands. You are crying. There must be something wrong then. Tell me, what is it? Efuru wiped her tears again, but she was still unable to say anything. Come on, Efuru, tell me. Can you hide anything from me after so many years? The doctor pleaded. I have left Eneberi. You have left Eneberi? Why? Efuru said nothing. Tell me, why did you leave your husband? Did he beat you? Efuru shook her head like a child. Why then did you leave him? The doctor insisted. It is a long story, but I will tell you. Come and sit down in the chair. Nwankwo, please give us something to drink. I think schnapps will be all right for you. Efuru nodded. Bring schnapps and 2 glasses, Nwankwo, the doctor said. When it was brought, the doctor served Efuru and poured himself 2 short drinks. Then he sat down, quite relaxed. You may leave us now, he said to Nwankwo, who was still waiting. Yes, tell me, why did you leave your husband? It is about 4 months today since I left Eneberi. When my father died, Eneberi did not come home to bury him. Wait, Efuru, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you don't mean that your husband did not return for the burial of your father. I mean, Difu, that my husband came home 4 months after the death of my father, Efuru emphasized. Where did he go? He went to Onitsha. Onitsha? Yes, Onitsha, Difu. He went to Onitsha. Go on, Efuru. He returned 4 months after my father's death. It was a great humiliation. Our people gossiped. My friends were sorry for me. My enemies laughed at me. When he returned, he looked sick and miserable. We were consigned, Nkonyeni and I. Nkonyeni is Eneberi's wife. I see, go on, the doctor said. He was miserable. He did not tell us anything about all those 4 unspeakable months, and I did not want to press him. I was instead only happy that he had come home safely. Then one day, Ajanupu sent for me. I went to see her. She told me that she heard Eneberi went to jail. Jail? Yes, jail. He was jailed at Onitsha. Ajanupu said I should be calm and ask my husband to tell me the truth. To say that I was upset is to put it very mildly. I was afraid. Eneberi cannot steal. I said to myself several times that day, why should he steal? His father did not steal. His mother is not a thief. If you are not like your mother, then you must be like your father. But since neither is a thief, it is impossible for him to be a thief. However, I asked him. He denied it. He told me that he went to jail through his own foolishness. He did not steal. As foolish as I was, I believed him. I did not as much as press him to tell me the foolish act. Later on, a woman saw Nkonyeni on the way and began to sympathize with her for Eneberi's imprisonment. You know how our people sympathize. The poor girl was apprehensive. She nagged the 2 of us every day. I stood by my husband. I tried, used all my resources at persuasion to convince Nkonyeni that it was false, that our husband did not go to jail. She was not convinced. She threatened to leave us. Then I became ill. Where the illness came from, nobody knew. Everybody thought I was going to die. Many dibias were consulted, and we were asked to sacrifice to the gods, our ancestors, and the woman of the lake. All was in vain. I was worse. Then a rumor went round that I was guilty of adultery. That I, Efuru, the daughter of Nwashiko Ogene, was guilty of adultery. My mother was not an adulterous woman, neither was her mother. Why should I be different? Was it possible to learn to be a left-handed at old age? Then my husband Eneberi had the nerve to ask me to confess so as to leave. Eneberi, my husband of all people, asked me to confess that I am an adulterous woman. Ajanupu saved me. I was too weak to do anything, but Ajanupu said a few home truths to Eneberi. I hear he's in the hospital on account of the injury given him by Ajanupu. She took me to a doctor in Aba. I was cured. I came back only a month ago. I went to my husband's house and collected all my belongings. Then I called my age group and told them formally what I was accused of. According to the custom of our people, selected members of my age group followed me to the shrine of our goddess, Utuosu. There I swore by the name of Utuosu, she should kill me if I committed adultery. She should kill me if, since I married Eneberi, any man in our town in Onitsha, Ndoni, Akiri, or anywhere I had been had seen my ties. I remained for 7 unquars, and now I am absolved. Utuosu did not kill me. I am still alive. That means that I am not an adulterous woman. So here I am. I have ended where I began, in my father's house. The difference is that now my father is dead, but I have nothing to say to Eneberi. He will forever regret his act. It is the will of our gods and my chi that such a misfortune should befall me. The doctor was silent when Efuru ended her story. Then he asked, "You will not go back to him?" "I thought you were my friend, Difu," Efuru said, horrified. "I am your friend. I have always been your friend. If you are my friend, why then do you want me to go back to the man who accused me of adultery? You don't know the seriousness of the offense. What will you do now? What have I been doing before? But you are still young, and men will continue to seek you. If I were you, I would make up with Eneberi. You might as well ask me to make up with Adizwa, my first husband," Efuru said, laughing. "Yes, where is Adizwa? Any news about him?" "I have heard nothing about him. To me, he has been dead years ago." "So he did not return?" "No, he did not return." The doctor shook his head. "Difu, I have not asked. How is your wife?" "Oh, she is well. I left her in the country of the white people." "All alone?" "She lives with an elderly woman who takes great care of her and our 2 sons." "That is good. I think I should be going," Efuru said, standing up. "I think you should consider going back to your husband." "Difu, it is not possible. Let day break." "Let day break, Efuru." Efuru slept soundly that night. She dreamt of the woman of the lake, her beauty, her long hairs, and her riches. She had lived for ages at the bottom of the lake. She was as old as the lake itself. She was happy. She was wealthy. She was beautiful. She gave women beauty and wealth, but she had no child. She had never experienced the joy of motherhood. Why then do women worship her?